everyone, and welcome, ahoy mateys, to another evening of Team Race League. How's it going, Arthur?
Awesome. Great to be here, and really great to cover this event by TRL. If you've been following the channel, you know that we really look at this league closely and really like what they do. We got a great event going tonight, Nick.
It is the Wednesday Night Fever. No, not the Wednesday Night Fever. It is the Wednesday Night Pop-Up event, a Season 4 knockout 3v3 format team racing event. We haven't seen one of these in a long time, and there are 12 teams that have been registered. We'll go over them a little bit later, but right now we are watching one of the very first round-robin matches. Team BAM versus Team Huelva, which is a newcomer to the TRL scene.
That is true. That is one of the new teams that we've had in the list tonight of participants for this event. On my side, I'm actually looking at LDLN versus the Portuguese Syone, which just started. So be sure, if you have the game, you can follow live in the game. You can find the races. They're in the custom games. They're called TRL. And if you just want to follow with us and have some commentary along, feel free to lay back, relax in your chair, listen to the sound of the seagulls, and enjoy this great event with us. Glad to have you with us, and post us a little message in the chat as we cover this if you have any reactions.
Exactly. Good to see some people already joining us tonight. And we just saw that Team Huelva's team captain, Sormanito, just took a very difficult penalty there on the starboard tack. I think that was from Martin Fernandez. Really interested to see what some of these new teams are going to be doing tonight. We've got some very famous players playing on some very new formations, so it's going to be definitely some high levels. Yeah, like you were saying, Arthur, LDLN is with us tonight. I think we've got the 541 Top Sail Coach team split out over 3 different teams, but they will be mostly represented, I believe, on Team Doraemon. We've got Syone.
That's one thing I've really noticed. Oh, Nick, you have no sound on the stream. So for those who are following us on the stream, thank you for pointing out. It really helps us just fix a few things. That's the technical difficulties of live. Let's get back where we started, Nick. So we're covering this TRL event, as you were saying. It's a knockout. We haven't covered this in a long time. And we're watching on Nick's screen right now. You can see Team BAM with Martin Fernandez, Afonso, and Bradley Adams versus one of the new teams, Huelva e-sailing. That's what we're watching on the live right now. Nick, check your mic real quick.
I've got sound coming in on this side. Should be okay.
All right. Just double checking with that feedback we're having. But I can hear our voices. We don't have any music though. But yeah, we're still in the game. We've removed as much as we could the sound of the penalties. As you know, if you play the game, the sound of these penalties is very loud. It can really bust your ear. On your side, yeah. Seems like Team BAM is really at an advantage here. They managed to place their 2 sailors ahead of the regatta, and it's going to be really difficult if Bradley controls the back of the race for Team Huelva to come back. We're following that. On my side, LDLN is also in a sticky situation. It seems that Syone is going to have this first win, but we're still in the first downwind leg, so anything can happen in the next half hour.
I just had a little sound check on our side, and you were coming in clear. Pretty sure that we do have sound coming in over the feed. Let's go check out what's going on over on the LDLN game.
Checking in, the music sounds really good. Got a little energy going. This game can be really intense with an arcade feel. Some serious sailing going on. So I was about to say about Team 541, you were saying that they are separated amongst several teams. That is one thing that I've noticed in the e-sailing community on these last few weeks and events that we've covered, is that they're growing so much. We're seeing so many new players join these teams, which is really, I mean, a great thing for the e-sailing community. And I'd like to see more of these teams. Actually, I've seen some new names. I'm really looking forward to see these players in action. How they'll pull their new techniques. I mean, we're gonna see a lot of good sailing. So stay with us.
Right now, it's Cacho from Team Syone fighting it out with Jose from LDLN. Jose Villarreal, who's also a e-sailing streamer. You can go check him out on Twitch. And right now, he is trying to pass ahead of Cacho, but it's going to be a tough one to get through. There we go, Cacho going full back just to put a foul on Jose, and that's going to slow him down and put Syone with a good advantage in this first round robin race.
Boom, Cacho inflicting another penalty there. And catching up on the 5th place. Yep, that is a move.
I think you may be watching the game with a little bit of delay compared to us here.
Maybe.
Thanks for joining, new streamers, new viewers. Don't hesitate to say hi in the chat. Let us know what you think. Don't lurk. Participate. You'll see we don't bite. We do curse a little bit, but right now Jose will try to pass under Cacho, but Cacho is pushing him way over ley line, and Jose cannot get out of this. He gets another penalty here.
I'm gonna try to catch up. I'm switching races right now to be in live with you, as Team Syone is clearly winning on the other side.
All right, Jose now trying to fight back. He's going to be able to slow down Cacho. Is it going to be enough on this one? It will not, because his teammates are not right now in 1st and 2nd position.
Thanks for following the stream, Tom. Good to have you with us. If anybody else is watching us, press the little like button, follow button. It really helps us share this out to more sailors and have more players in the game.
All right, so Nuno Neves takes first in this round robin. He is going to normally score with only 8 points, a first point for his team, a first win for his team. We'll go take a look over on Sailranks a little bit later and show you guys the format of this event. But we wanted to get started with some action, and action we are getting right now. Cacho putting a 3rd penalty in a row on Jose, and really not lucky in the beginning of this game, coming up against a very aggressive Syone team who's out there for the win. Syone, one of the very, very solid and consistent teams in TRL.
That is true.
Led by Nuno Neves.
Top 3 spots on several events.
And we've got a little bit of Latino music right now for this Spanish-Portuguese match. It's not over. They're still fighting it out, and Jose actually now managing to pass ahead. All right, this is it. We've got a little bit of music going on, a little bit of ska, and watching Jose actually manage to finish ahead of Cacho. It's not going to be enough to allow Team LDLN a point and a win in this first round robin, but very good start to them. Very good way for him to get back into the race and show Cacho that he means business. We're gonna go take a look right now at how this format is going to play out tonight. So you can follow along on Sailranks, also the official results provider of eSailing and of TRL right now. So you can see right now on Sailranks, this is the Group A that we have not yet seen race, except yes, we saw Team Huelva sailing against Team BAM, led by Bradley Adams, Afonso, and Martin. There's where you get the name BAM from. It's just the initials of the three sailors. And we also see Lucas Moore's team, DWND Esports. I believe that's downwind, but I don't know for sure. As well as another new team, the Jan the Man team. Jan the Man is the coach and the guy who gave his name to the team. So these have not yet been updated. In Group B, we have the Argentinian Bulldogs, led by none other than the Syone. Team LDLN that we just saw unfortunately lose their first game up against Team Syone. Team Doraemon, who's also going to be known as Team 541 Top Sail Coach, with the Paparo brothers, or some of them at least. Team Stars and Stripes, who is headed by Helmer of Switzerland, and Team Sailing Soar.
There,
yeah, Sailing Soar is one of the newer teams, but headed by Naudzeta Costa, who we know very well on Team Race League as well as E-Sailing World Championship, and will be representing this new team that is just, as you can see, those are Naudzeta Costa's recent results. A lot of good results, especially first at the recent LDLN training. We will be bringing you those results for the round robin as the matches go ahead. And then we will move on into elimination mode. So there will be a quarterfinal, semifinals, consolidation finals, and a grand final, as well as a losers final, also known as the Petit Finale. We will be trying to bring you these results updated as we go along during the game, but that's a lot of work, and we really want to just bring you the sailing first. So let us know. We can keep you up with the results if you're wondering where we are exactly in the game. You can share this over on Twitter. You can share this event on Facebook or on YouTube if any of your friends are interested in watching with us tonight. And now let's get back to the action.
All right. Second race.
All right, so now we seem to be having Syone up against another Spanish team. I think this might be Team Centronautic Sevilla. Not sure. No, this is LDLN Cruiselator. So Miguel Cruz is sailing with LDLN. I'm not sure what this team is right now. I'm gonna go look over at the race committee and let's enjoy the start, or let's see if there's another race that's already underway.
I'm looking for that as well.
All right, so right now we have BAM up against Team Virtual Intercourse, and Juan Cardona playing on Virtual Intercourse tonight. I'm sorry, I did not see this one coming. I did think, did I notice that earlier? Juan Cardona was going to be in this tonight on Team VIC with Farley and Chico. Very accomplished E-sailors in their own right, but we know Juan Cardona very well as well for coming in as a finalist to the E-Sail GP 2020, especially, as well as winning a lot of other events. And here it is Virtual Intercourse in blue who is ahead, but Team BAM is very well placed right now. They could still win this one with with less than 10 points and with some smart strategy. Ooh, here we go. Martin Fernandez just tacking in front of Vic Farley, and it's going to go for another tack and cross ahead. This time he manages to stay ahead and force Farley back over to leyline. Ooh, Martin Fernandez picking that one up. Yep. They are relentless. They will not let him get an easy pass across the dogleg if they can do anything to slow him down. they will.
Yeah, they got a nice lead with Huelva from LDLN right there. But on the downwind leg, they will be covered by the wind shadow. And it's going to be I think it's always more interesting on the downwind leg to see how they catch up or manage to take that decisive advance and push the others. There's Juan Cardona is really ahead, and Farley and Chico are doing their best to stop Bradley and Alfonso from trying to catch up with him. So it's a race in the back, and Juan will probably be untouchable for the rest of the race there, if he doesn't make any mistake.
He's still got to make sure his team doesn't score more than 10 points. So he's got to be, or at least got to come in with a relatively good ranking.
They're going for we see a little bit of dark air on the right side. It's going away. I was looking at the mini-map, so on the top left, the mini-map with the wind shadow. I'm seeing a little bit of air on the bottom right, but now on the upwind leg, it's gonna be on the left side of the course. So
Bradley Adams managing to put a penalty on Vic Farley. These guys used to be teammates, but you can see today there's none of that. There's no camaraderie. It is championship level racing, even though we're still in the early stages.
As we say in French, rien ne va plus. It's every man for himself right there. And Farley inflicting that penalty to Bradley. Yep. Aggressive plays here.
I don't know why Bradley seems to be, he seemed to have slowed down before picking up that penalty, which allowed Farley to come back and put a starboard on him. Let's see what's going on up here in the lead. Juan is way ahead of Alfonso.
Little race in the back there. Farley and Bradley playing a knitting game, tacking to start, stacking to port, and trying to cover Farley is covering Bradley as best as he can. There you go, tack again. It's a race in the back to see who they can put in that last place so they can win. I believe Martin should be in a good position to cover Farley once passing the ley line. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Let's move down. Chico right now on his port tack, coming up behind Martin, but Martin now, very well played. Very well played by Chico, managing to stay a little bit ahead.
Yep.
And here Farley battling it out with Brad Adams, but Brad Adams is currently last.
Oh, and Martin escaping from that penalty from Chico. Very close move there. As we see Farley and Bradley are still playing that tack-to-tack game. Moving away. With the dodge again. Wow.
Unfortunately, wasn't able to
very
keep the
good sailing.
Wind shift's not going to be enough. Is Farley going to decide to slow him down at the mark? Prefers to catch up with his teammates. And the kite comes out.
It's going to be a very fast downwind leg. We see Juan Cardona is almost at the finish line already, and he's just waiting now to see what is going to happen for a decisive move. Does he have to intervene, or will he just rush for the finish? No, he's rushing for the finish. He's trusting his teammates. They got this.
Looks like Virtual Intercourse does have it this time.
Alright, only 5 players, the 3 players from BAM, will have to make a move here. Chico closing in on Martin. our team should be able to give a penalty.
Right now, yeah, I'm looking to see if my team will be forcing Chico over ley line or will decide to go for the finish. He went for the finish, picks up a penalty. Does it make a difference?
Does it? Does it though? Because they got second, third, that's 5 plus 6 now.
Here we go. Now we're getting final results. So it is for Team Virtual Intercourse by a very close margin.
Very close game.
1 second mark.
This game will keep you scotched until the very end.
It'll keep you scotched. It'll keep you riveted to your seat. I'm not to scotch yet. I'm still on my rum. Pirates rum. Haven't made scotch yet.
Pardon my French. Yeah, that was a French expression.
English.
Just translated as is. Didn't work out great.
All right, let's try to catch the end of this LDLN Syone race. See who's going to come up ahead. No, I believe this pink team is CN Sevilla, the nautical center of Sevilla. I'm pretty sure this is one of the new formations made up of some familiar faces. But currently it is Syone who is ahead on the second downwind leg. A lot less wind here. No, this is the upwind, I'm sorry. I should have noticed they were kites not out. Seems to be a lot less wind than in the last race.
Nick, I'm having a little bit of feedback from your speakers. Oh, there it stopped. Weird. I could hear the music. Just as if I were there. All right.
Now this can't be CN Sevilla because Sevilla was in Group A. I have to go back to the rankings to tell you exactly what this pink team is. Oh, this is Sailing Soar. I'm sorry. That's one of the new, it's Nauseta Costa's new formation. So Sailing Soar is the team in pink sails, and Syone is the team in yellow sails. Currently ahead. There we go as Nuno Neves picks up speed. Is he 20 meters ahead? He's not going to be able to stay out of Antonio's wind shadow. Antonio needs to move ahead or wait for the jibe. There we go. But it was a fake out. Now Zeta Costa going back for a second jibe. He's going to have to escape 2 of these boats here on the first downwind leg. Second downwind. This can't be the first downwind. This is the finishing line right here. Nuno Neves is trying to play some very dangerous strategy, and unfortunately here picks up a penalty. His teammates are first and second though, crossing the finish line right now.
They are straight ahead.
Yep, and we have a 9 versus a 12, and that's going to be Syone picking up, I believe, the win. All right, and the round robins are well underway tonight. We should be reaching the quarterfinal stage around 10 p.m. Central European Standard Time. That'll be 1 p.m. Pacific Time, where Arthur is joining us from in San Francisco tonight.
I'm currently working on the result table. Still with you, still watching at the races. But kind of got my mind on 2 screens at once. Yeah, well played there. Definitely a good race. Not seeing such aggressive moves as we're used to seeing. Just a few. We'll see if the players are just warming up and are keeping their best moves for the very end, or maybe we can only just cover one race at a time. That's why I'm not seeing the aggressive moves that we're used to see. But stay with us as it goes. Let me catch up on that.
All right, we've got one race that's about to start. Oh. So, I'm gonna try to give you the right groups and the right team names this time. Of course, Team LDLN, we recognize them with Calandraca, Samuel, and Jose again. And this blue team is going to be with another LDLN player, but that doesn't mean anything. This is Centro Nautico Sevilla. This is the CN Sevilla team. I believe, at least, because it's got Juan Parejo. Or is it 541 Top Sail Coach? It's going to be 541 Top Sail Coach with Stipe Coach. These guys need to find a way to get their their team names appearing on the screen every time they play. That's really something. If they could change the boat name every time we had an event, we'd be sure to always have the right team names to give you. So
there is a bad side. So while you switch your name, somebody can actually take your name while you change it. So let's say, like, Cacho is Cacho. We know that because there's a space between each of the letters. When he changes with the team name, somebody could take his original name.
We had two false starts, one for each team. Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, it is one of the problems with this game. You do have impersonators. Both Samuel and Calandraca from LDLN and from Doraemon both picked up a false start, but Samuel also picked up a penalty, so that put him in the last and is now going to put the 541 Top Sail Coach Doraemon team in a position to have to defend. They won't be able to take an easy lead as we head up on the first upwind leg. So yeah, you were saying people steal other players' screen names while they're
I was pretty surprised. If you remember, we had a good player from e-sailing France. They are racing right now, by the way. They're doing their club event.
Shout out to e-sailing France.
Ginzu 2000. And I had another player add me up who was Ginzu 2001. I didn't quite get it. It comes out it was an impersonator. Little story short. So yeah, also a lot of other races going on. Proof that this is running strong. I see some Italian races as well.
These guys are now also representing sometimes 2-3 different teams on events, so kind of complicated to follow exactly who they're playing with on this particular event. But this is Juan Parejo, or Paparo, I'm sorry, from the Doraemon team, which is the official team name of 541 Top Sail Coach players. Sounds a bit like a Digimon name. Oh, and here we go.
Well, it is Doraemon. Doraemon is a very old Japanese comic or anime.
All right. Yep.
With the little cat.
I could tell. You could tell. I speak a little bit of Japanese. Ever since we've done the
I bet you do.
I learned a couple of Japanese words while I was streaming the e-sailing Japan Nationals a couple weeks back with Gaki. Ogaki, that we salute if he's watching us tonight. Say hello.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Yeah, learned a couple of words that I've already forgotten. Proud to say, I have an amazing capacity to learn Japanese in a couple of days and forget it in a matter of minutes. Right now, it is Stipe Coach coming up on the first upwind mark first and pushing Bandido out of the way, helping his teammates come back up and manage to get into a more comfortable position right now. While LDLN is trying to block at the first upwind mark, but unfortunately wasn't successful.
the other side, we have Team Bam against, I believe that's team coached by Jan, and Team Bam is yet ahead, but things aren't done. They're only on the first upwind leg, trying to catch up. We got, yeah, that's the race you're watching. Trying to bring you the results from other races right now. That's Team Pepito and Acere. I believe that's Group B running on at the same time.
Argentinian Bulldogs, I heard, was the name of that new team.
Bulldogs are in a pretty good position, are in a very good position. This is a really close game, and they are at the first upwind mark still, with Cacho ahead, an Argentinian coach in second, third, and fourth position, holding the right side, the right hand of the map. Oh, gee, Asteri taking out his kite, just lowering and inflicting a penalty. This is what I wanted to see.
It's some really good races going on. Commenting one race while we're watching another, bro. It really can get confusing for people who are trying to watch us right now. We're gonna skip over to that race. I just want to see who's gonna round the downwind mark first on the LDLN versus Doraemon game. Yeah, and as we see LDLN squeezing in there, but not letting Calandraca get back in. So you were telling us that there was Argentinian Bulldogs right now up against who?
I think that's team coached by Jan.
All right, one of the new coming teams. Ooh, this might be a little bit brutal to watch. Tell the kids to go home. This is past their bedtime.
Or is it Team Stars and Stripes?
Here we go. No, we've got Syone right now up against Argentinian Bulldogs. Here we go. Now we're back into this other round robin game. First one that we see with the new French formation. I'm not familiar with Love My Visno, but new sailor to the TRL event, probably not. Right now ahead with his teammate Pepito right behind, trying to get out of Cacho's wind shadow. Acere fighting off two Syone boats at the same time. This is the first downwind leg. Currently, the Argentinian Bulldogs are ahead in this Group B round robin race. Acere putting a penalty on Thiago Santos, and right after that, picking one up off of Nuno Neves. Unfortunately, wasn't fast enough to manage to get his boat behind. But still picking up speed faster.
So if we look at the map right now, the wind pressure is on the left-hand side. However, Team Argentinian Bulldogs in yellow holds the right-hand side of the course. So is that a slight advantage, at least in position, on this second upwind leg?
Well, I always like to be getting up to the first upwind mark on my starboard side, but here they're going to have to tack at least twice to get back up to the mark. Right now, Acere forcing attack on Nuno Neves.
We see Cacho Boone overlay line on the left-hand side, so we can gain a little bit of speed. Pepito reacting straight away and covering him, forcing Cacho to tack again. I think that's going to put Cacho behind here. Pepito, that was a good move. Good move, straight now at the ley line and straight for the mark. Acere, what will you do? Acere wants to cover Thiago Santos, not letting them catch the advantage there. Good move as well. That's a very strong play from the Argentinian Bulldogs.
Exactly what we should be expecting from this lineup. Apart from Visno that we're not yet familiar with, but currently doing very well in the race, Pepito and Acere are both very famous players, but representing, I believe that's Puerto Rico and Bermuda. That may not be Puerto Rico, but something like that tonight. We both know they're also representing French colors when they race on official events.
Acere trying to do a barrage there at the mark.
Let's try to get
We'll
back
try to
that.
force a penalty.
He is one of the most aggressive players of the game. And we know he likes it. He doesn't want to back down from a fight. He's not one to back down.
There inflicted the penalty. Oh, Acere.
That was
what
insane.
A play.
Clip that. He managed to make the two Syone boats foul each other, and he manages to squeeze through. Clip that, bro. That was incredible.
Great play from the French sailor Acere. That's
pulling out their kites that they managed to foul one another.
There you go, Acere, young player from France, definitely proving he is one of the best e-sailors in this game.
All right. Now how he's gonna get out of this? He is doing little infinity signs in the water. If you can see this.
But it's okay because Love My Visno and Pepito both got first and second place, and that makes the point system. So if you have 11 points, you lose when you add up your score. And even with Acere in 6th position, that's only 9 points. That means Team Argentinian Bulldog has this, whatever Acere's position is. Oh, good move then again.
Still fighting, even though it's already in the pocket. They want to go on. They're having fun. Or one of them is, at least.
Killer shark, Acere. Killer shark. Well played, both teams, as they pass the finish line.
Win for the Argentinian Bulldogs.
Point for the Argentinian Bulldogs, indeed. So there's a lot of races going on at the same time. I'm seeing the results have updated in both groups, Group A and Group B.
See, Team BAM is already lining up for one of their next races. What do we have going here?
2 wins already.
This one should be almost over. I think we have Team Downwind that we haven't yet seen, made up of Lucas Moore, Cube, and Havut, also known as Arthur Van Dam and Kan Mazlumka. All right, and looks like it was a win for that team. Downwind playing against Huelva Sailing, one of the newer Spanish formations. You managed to come in just at the end of this race. Would have liked to bring it to you earlier, but we see Havut doing very well. All right, we'll try to catch them very soon, trying to bring you all of the teams as we can during the round robins. But what teams have we not seen yet? We haven't seen Stars and Stripes. We haven't seen Team Jan the Man. And yeah, for now it's been a very short time that we've been able to see Team Downwind. So I'm going to call them Downwind. DWND just doesn't really roll off the tongue like I'd like it to. Oh, just managed to get Virtual Regatta to crash. Let's try to reboot that really quick while we go take a look at the rankings. We need to refresh, and we can see that in Group A, it is Team BAM currently ahead with 2 wins. And they are tailed very closely by DWND, Downwind Esports. Then we have Virtual Intercourse and the CN Sevilla team, who are both with 1 point. And Juan de Man, the two new rookie teams, Huelva Sailing and Jan de Man, unfortunately still 0 points, 2 losses. As we start we're about halfway done with the round robins here. Should be picking up a little bit of speed as the evening moves along. And we move into the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals will be best of 3. So that will help things move along as well. We know you guys want to see who's going to go all the way. I have a couple of ideas about who will be in the finals, but I won't spoil you the party just yet. Here we go.
Oh no, please don't.
In Group B, it's tied right now with 3 wins. 1 for Team Sailing Sul. Team Doraemon has 1 win, and Syone has 1 win. And we just these results need to be updated because we just saw Argentinian Bulldogs pick up a win. LDLN and Team Stars and Stripes seem to be trailing behind for now. It's not over yet. We're only halfway through. And we'll get you these updated results as they are published. You can also find them on Sailranks, who we thank for bringing us easy to use tools to create our own e-sailing cups and e-sailing championships. All right, so if we don't crash the game a second time, we can catch this race with, ooh, this is going to be an interesting one.